Just note it, please.
Ah, yes.
Any final nominations?
I nominate Samuel Sandown. His intellect far outweighs any other in this town, and he listens. And when he speaks, he's heard. Fine qualities for a statesman.
Odd. Samuel never formally announced his candidacy. And he's only 22, a mere toddler. His running mates won't take this sitting down. I fear there could be a problem.
Samuel Sanborn? What an absurd notion! He's a boy! He spends all his time playing in my fields. It's preposterous.
Age should be no matter if he is right for the task at hand. He's quick, he's level-headed, and what of experience? What of worldly knowledge? The boy has barely stepped outside his door.
Nor have you, Phineas. I suggest you sit down and close your mouth before it gets the better of you. Sam is as fit as any of us. He just happens to have a fine education, has a good head on his shoulders. Seems like a good choice to me.
You would bet it. Your judgment are as cloudy as a rainy day. He is too young and too naive about the issues at hand. An unwise candidate to be sent into the capital to represent Sandown. We're small enough as it is. We don't need further belittlement by whisking an unfit representative off to the State House.
It is not we who speak of Phineas, it's your own insecurities about the new government. Perhaps he is too young, but his ideas are new and influenced entirely by democracy. He could be an asset to the Senate. Who are we to deny them of such a treasure?
Phineas has some more to his worry. Samuel is quite young, and Concord is a very big place. And you shall go to the National Assemblies in Pennsylvania and Massachusetts. How will he fare then? It is not his character we question. It's his ability to maintain his composure, a skill learned with time and practice, something that Samuel may not have retained as yet.
Pardon me, but I would like to say...
It is for the people of the town to decide, not just old men stuck in their old ways.
Now see here, young man. We old men know a thing or two about running a government.
Gentlemen, let's
Now,
do
and how do you explain the war against the Redcoats? A fluke?
Why, that was a valiant fight that we won. If I can remind you. And it wasn't for you to bring up that. While we were fighting, you were sitting at home picking your nose, defecating yourself on the hour.
Jealous of my consistent bowel movements, are we now, Phineas?
Pardon me, but I'd like to say something on my behalf. Oh dear.
Bless your lungs, Samuel. Please take the floor.
Thank you, sir. And thank you, Jonathan Straw, for your kind words. And I do accept the nomination.
Did you get that, Ezra?
Well, couldn't I? I'm screaming. I understand your concerns, Phineas. I am young and I'm quite naive. I have never been out these state borders, nor have I ever seen a state proceeding or governed a town. But I have studied the laws of the world. I can tell you about the governments of Rome, as well as the years that shaped the French monarch. I can even describe to you about the tyranny of Rome. I wish I could calm your fears, but all I can do is offer you the love I have for this country and this town. And I would ask you all to trust me in representing this and Concord. Thank you.
That's the most I think I've ever heard Samuel Sanborn say at one time. And this is quite an occasion. I bet you're all excited that you stayed. Well, I guess it wasn't much of a show, but it means a lot to the folks around here.
That's very nice and all, Samuel. But how can we trust that you will remain true to us when you reach the Senate? Will you become another puppet for another senator?
I will not turn into a puppet for the Senate, nor into any older senator. I have always remained true to my beliefs. When have you known me to stray away from something that was somehow dishonest or immoral? I've been here for the past 22 years, through every tribulation that we have gone through. And you feel as though my age disqualifies me to run? I am shocked and appalled. And for that, it taints my soul to even hear such a thing.
Again, Samuel amazes me by his determination for his spot in the Senate. And he seems to have impressed the captain, which may earn him the position. The men in this town look to the captain for leadership. And this might have swayed the tides of the vote.
Well spoken, Samuel. Even though you are young, you speak with more intelligence than most of the men that I served with. I believe that you deserve the respect of everyone in this town, myself included. I believe now that we've heard from everyone, is there anyone else that wants to speak? No? Then let us commence with the voting. Please raise your hand for the man that you'd like to see be the #1 person in our Senate. Everyone may vote, including women.
Everyone here is invited to vote with us today to see who will go to the Senate.
First vote, all for Jonathan Straw, raise your hand. Phineas Whittier. Spencer Bennett. Samuel Sandown. Ezra, who is the first chair of the Senate?
Jonathan Straw is our first chair.
Excellent, Mr. Straw. You can see me afterwards about your duties. I will tell you what you need to do. Now let's proceed with our second candidate. Again, everyone may vote. All those in favor of Phineas Whittier. Spencer Bennett. Samuel Sanborn. Ezra, who does the second seat go to?
I never expected this, but it goes to Samuel Sanborn.
I believe both men will do an outstanding job, and I commend you, the town of Sandown, for electing these two men. Before we adjourn, I'd like to ask all members if this meeting was beneficial to all.
I believe it was, Captain.
We need to revise how this is going to work for next time, but I believe in general that having the townspeople involved in making the decisions as opposed to just the selectmen, whom I never really trusted, is a good thing.
It is fair, and I think it will work in the future.
There were so many arguments. I think it would be better to deal with my own business and leave things up to selectmen personally.
I did not think that was a necessary comment. We need to be involved with our town, and this meeting really helped me understand what we're all doing.
Ezra, did you get all that?
Yep, every word, Captain.
Good. Then is there a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion, Captain.
And a second.
I second the motion.
Motion passed. Next meeting will be the 5th of August in the year of our Lord, 1790.
Thank you all for coming to this meeting. It was very exciting and tempers flared up, but that happens in a town like this. Still, I think that we all worked very well together. And I'm excited to see what Jonathan and Samuel will do in the Senate later this month. Well, I hope you all come back and visit Sandown again sometime soon. I'm sure that many great things and people are yet to come.